What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to YGOPD, your Yu-Gi-Oh! Professional Development, and we have Gimmick Puppet. Yes, the Degenerate deck from the poll. It was between this and Valmonica, and I have this sleeved up. I've been doing this more recently, so I wanted to showcase this. It's still a contender I think is worth showing, right? With the Slaughter upcoming on the ban list, this might skirt by and be bumped up, right? Because other decks are getting knocked down a peg. So still a really cool deck, but is a little bit degenerate, yes. But it's once you learn the combos, a good deck to be able to kind of turn your brain off and grind for prizing, credit, packs, whatever, in the interim of what we're looking at. So if you're looking for something neat, this might be it. It's also very affordable if you don't have the Horus engine or just want to go harder on hand traps or extenders. You can do that too. Not really needed, but definitely helps. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and hop into it. For the Gimmick Puppet starters, 3 of the field spell. This is what makes everything happen. Why it's a common, I don't know. The fact that it makes your stuff unaffected from anything other than I think it's like exceeds monsters effects or something like that. But like no monster hand traps work against your deck, which is insane. It just gives your opponent free bodies on their board, so you can help turn off things like Imperm early on and then just pop them and burn and deal damage. So yep. 3 of those guys plus the terraforming, and then 3 little soldiers. This card basically is just, again, another full combo. A lot of the hands are very linear with the field spell or with this plus a name combo wise, but if you have a myriad of just enough level 8s, like if you have enough extenders, you could just do it even without this stuff. So there's a lot of ways you can. And then again, I don't know why all these were common because they're all just custom cards. It's kind of insane. But 3 Rogue Doll, just revealing this. Rouge Doll. I was looking at this upside down. But reveal this and reveal an Exceed in your deck. It specials this and another one from your deck, and that they are that level. So this helps you either get little soldiers in itself or this plus an 8. And so the other 8s, or not the other 8s, but the last couple extender names is double Terror Baby. Really solid. All the fact that all the like the one-ofs or just even the odds and ends like Terror Baby to prevent stuff from being targeted and real things like that are really powerful. So, and then the last couple people here are the 1 Cattle Scream and the 1 Jury Doll. I just like 1 and 1. Again, you don't need more, but this is pretty much fine. And then the last little bit of the engine here, 3 Condolence Puppet and 1, oh wait, here we go. 1 of the Puppet Play the Trap. All really crazy. Being able to go second, like especially once you get really attuned with this deck, just being able to be like, yeah, Foolish Burial for 4 is crazy. Like this deck is just really insane at what it does. Very degenerate, yes, but still very cool. Nonetheless, with just the kind of grind for Exceeds. And then the bricks of the engine, of course, are 2 of the rank up you could play. I forget what it is. It's like Dark Matter. There's some other random one, like you can play this and one other one or 2 of this or just some combination of a few different things that people like. I just like these 2. I just like 2 of the main one, and it helps because you really do need to search one of these to make your Fiendsmith. I forget, but the new level 8 super or rank 8 super, to make him live, you need to be able to search 1 to really get things going. So you need at least 2 rank ups of some kind. One of them needs to be this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I like having both of these. And then hard opening one is like okay, but as long as you can play, it actually feels really insane because sometimes they can only just imperm that. And if you already hard open this, you just kind of win the game. So that is it for the Gimmick Puppet engine. And then moving on to the extenders and then the non-engine. Sorry, the cut. I sneezed and banged everything and turned off my setup. But yeah, so the Horus engine were on 3 Mseti, 1 Duomatef, 1 Imperial Tombs, 1 Set Rotation, and then 1 King Sark. You could do any combination of these. You could bump King Sark up. Again, just more ways to get to the Gimmick Puppet field spell is really powerful. You could have Happy. You could have extra Horus names if you want. I've been back and forth on that. I, for some reason, can't find my Happy, so I threw this guy in, but I've also been testing both, and it's just kind of 50-50. Sometimes the add back is great. Sometimes just drawing 4 is also even better. Or however many, depending on the main monster zones you have with stuff in it. But really, it's just you can get away with 3 Mseti plus a Horus name of choice, and then 1, 1, and 1 if you really want to kind of optimize the package, right? And then instead of extra Horus names, I've been just a big fan of just playing 3 of this guy. I'm not going to call it a Millennium engine because that's not what it's used for. It's not an engine. It's just 3 level 8 extenders. That's it. 3 Seng engine. Just pay 2K, summon this guy. There's a lot of times where like sometimes it's awkward and when I was testing Horus, right? sometimes you open extra horse names, but you don't have Mseti, you don't have Sark, you don't have set rotation, or you don't have something to get to it. So there's just more dead names in your hand. So I really like just having this as opposed to other horse names. Is just when I draw it, it's an 8, and I'm going to summon it. And again, like I was saying, like if you open enough 8s, you can just still do whatever you want and win the game, and not have to worry about having certain things in rotation. So this just as a good extender is really nice. But again, this could be a hand trap, this could be more horse names, could be whatever you want, but I just really like Sangen Jin in this deck as a level 8 extender that's guaranteed to be usable whenever I see it, no matter what. And the rest of the deck is just non-engine. Again, it's a going first FTK deck, of course. So we need to be able to make our plays go through in addition to the field spell. 3 cross out, 1 called by, and then my hand traps of choice. Again, you're not meant to draw these. These are meant to be cross out targets, right? You're on 2 Droll. I think Droll is the most detrimental hand trap to this deck. That's why I play 2, because you just do so much searching and you want to get the benefit of the draws for all the Xyz and the pops and stuff like that. And then just 1 of each for Ash, Imperm, and Nib. All 3 of these, I think, again, are also the more detrimental ones that can interact with you under the field spell. Yes, your stuff is unaffected, quote unquote, from Nib, but the monsters you give them that you want to pop are not protected by the field spell. So Nib can be detrimental. Same thing with Ash. Sometimes you act similar to Branded. If your only starters the field spell or little soldiers, they Ash that you just have to pass. So you want to be able to do that. And again, the only non-monster based hand trap that really does anything to you is Imperm, and being able to turn that off is good. So I think this is pretty straightforward logic-wise. I think the build is also probably pretty standardized at this point. The only thing that might be different for you is the Sangen Jin and maybe some cross-out targets depending on your local meta. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward for the main deck. 40 cards. Of course, we want it as consistent and concise as possible. For the extra deck, 2 of the new guy, this Fantastics. I'm trying to see it upside down. Fantasics. I can't even read it. But the new level 8, this adds the rank up to your hand when and also can bring itself back and then add the rank up again. Like this card just does everything. It's really, really crazy. 2 strings that puts counters on the Gimmick Puppet counters on stuff. The string counters to pop and deal damage. And then this might be a little bit controversial. I like 2 of the Giant Grinder. I like more ones that are a little bit less dependent on the string counters and stuff like that, can still burn. But in reality, you could cut one of these and play an extra link too. I really think that's probably what you should do, but I just like this for now. And then 2 again at the level 9. Just again, ways to burn, give your opponent stuff, and then continue to deal damage. And then the main one that you're going to cycle through, you essentially cycle through this guy twice, and by the time you've done that, you're going to do the full 8k. There's plenty of combos online. I'm not going to just sit here and show another Gimmick Puppet combo. People are probably already annoyed with this deck as it is, but one number 15, you do need one of these. You do need one of the rank 4 just to reveal off of the what is it, the doll here, the new level 8 doll, just again to get little soldiers in rotation. If you don't have that, you just need something that matches the rank that you can reveal it to. And then again, like I said, 1 of the Chimera. I think if you're scared about Unicorn, or a lot of people are still doing the Cash Engine, obviously bump this up to 2. You want as many 2 ofs then in your deck as possible. Even maybe consider putting some of the bigger ones like this guy, the other 9, and the new 8 all to 3 if you're really that scared of that. And then just 2 generic targets, 1 Photon Lord, 1 Zombie Vampire. Again, just kind of another way to play through stuff. If you already opened the field spell and the Horus Engine, you just essentially have another copy of Cross Out for the Horus stuff. And if your hand's awkward, you know, having another quote-unquote Condolence Puppet to just mill a bunch of cards, hit something like Little Soldiers or anything like that to get your plays going is really powerful, plus extenders and different things like that. So, yeah. That's Gimmick Puppet, FTK, a quick and easy deck profile. Hope you guys like this, but yeah, we'll be coming back with some more interesting stuff next week, probably Valmonica Fiendsmith, or maybe even Red Dragon Archfiend if I get everything for that. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Later.